Gabrielle Giffords.
Well, I support a comprehensive approach to the immigration problem, which is it's a bipartisan approach. It's the same approach for my state as Senator John McCain and our Governor Janet Napolitano. Building a wall across the entire expanse of the U.S.-Mexico border is not going to solve the problem. We need high-tech security, use of radar and drones and infrared technology. But we also need to get tough on employers who are knowingly hiring people who are here illegally. That is a key part of the solution that was not addressed with this last Congress. Also, a guest worker program, a guest worker program that deals with the reality that, for example, in my district with the agricultural community, we can't get people to come in that want to pull in the crops. Construction, we're now the fastest growing state in the country, making sure that we have the people to fill those jobs. People should be able to come in and work legally and safely and then return back to their home countries. It's not building a wall. I mean, building a wall is not really going to solve the problem. So I understand what you're saying as far as a moratorium. Right now, we do have laws that affect immigration. Unfortunately, those laws are being broken and people are coming in by the hundreds of thousands. And we can't permit that to happen. We need to know where people are coming from, where they're going, what they want. And we just can't handle the amount of people that are coming through, particularly southern Arizona.
What committees will you be serving on?
Well, I received my first committee assignment just a couple of weeks ago to the House Armed Services Committee. My district includes both Fort Huachuca, an Army intelligence post, but also Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. The 162nd Air National Guard Fighter Wing is just outside my district. I also have one of the highest concentrations in the country of veterans. So serving on the House Armed Services Committee is a terrific assignment for my district, and now I'm awaiting my second committee assignment.
If proposed, would you support sending more troops to Iraq?
Well, I'm obviously going to be looking to see what the president comes forward. Sending more troops is not, in my opinion, going to solve the great problems we have. Our troops were sent in to topple a horrible dictator, and they performed heroically. Our troops were sent in to find weapons of mass destruction, but there were no weapons of mass destruction to be found. And now our troops are there in not a military battle, but what is a political battle. And I believe the Iraqi people need to step up and take responsibility for their own country.
Time for one more call. Mobile, Alabama, Republican. You're on with Representative-elect Gabrielle Giffords.
Good morning. I was thinking about why the Democrats chose the issues they did for the first 100 days. For instance, in our paper yesterday, there was a discussion about whether raising the minimum wage would increase the amount of Social Security taxes that you will be getting. And the article said that it would not increase the revenue very much because only 3% of the workers in the United States are making minimum wage. Another issue is the fact that almost no one is concerned about federal funding of stem cell research, and almost everyone is concerned with the illegal immigration problem. And I just think that things that were chosen for the first 100 days are kind of upside down.
Representative-elect.
Well, the issues that were chosen for the first, it's actually first 100 hours, so it's a very fast-moving agenda, are common sense issues that are important to the American people. Implementing the recommendations of the bipartisan 9/11 Commission is critical to our nation. When it comes to raising the minimum wage, again, it's been over 10 years since the minimum wage has been raised. The federal government should have the ability to negotiate for cost of prescription drugs. So there's a series of proposed legislation that has bipartisan support. The stem cell research, again, a bipartisan bill that should move forward rather quickly. Immigration is going to take a little bit more time, but certainly myself and other members that represent the border areas that are concerned about immigration are going to be working to make sure that this Congress addresses it, because it is a critical issue. But this legislation is the initial kickoff. I think it's appropriate that we're starting with an ethics reform bill. People should have a better relationship with their legislator than the lobbyists do. So ban on gifts, a ban on travel, making sure that members that represent us are not being basically bought by lobbyists. That is critical. We need to restore integrity of the Congress, and I'm honored to be a part of that.
Gabrielle Giffords is the new representative-elect from the Tucson area of Arizona. Thank you so much. I know it's loud over there, and I know you're busy. We appreciate your spending a few minutes so we could introduce you to our audience.
Thank you for having me. Take care. Thank you.
It's about